Greetings and blessings, everyone. Just want to say thanks for watching my videos and for just getting out there and asking questions. I mean, what does it take for us to do this? Jazz here, looking for some evidence. We're going to dive into this supposed Ironworks furnace in the middle of nowhere, as usual. And one of the sole purposes of this was to produce iron for the ironclad ships. Back in the day, 1863, no big deal. The name of the game has always been get the camera as close as you can, take the clearest picture so you can show it to everybody. Alright, so we got 1862. He started with this thing. In 1863, the Confederate government ordered the Bibb Iron Company either to sell it, to sell all the iron that was produced, at the works to the Confederacy. Got to sell it, release it, or you can have it confiscated. And that sounds familiar. Okay, so along with 9 slaves, that's a kind of exact number, low, and numerous oxen, mules, carts, and tools. Mules and carts, tools, yeah, sounds familiar. They sold it for $600,000, which is actually, with inflation, I think it's around, today would be $14.6 million for this. Okay. Here's basically one of the only pictures, older pictures of this supposed furnace. Now, none of this is here except for this part. And even down here, this is not looking right at all, but this is very sketchy because it's supposed to go from this to this right here just by sitting there. The black and white is not accurate at all. It doesn't become like this, and all the other stuff they had on it is just not real. Added on for a narrative that's ridiculous. It's just melted. It's the only word to describe this, probably in any language. So here, look at how many layers also of the brick. But the thing is we're supposed to be cooking in the middle of this thing over here. And what's going on with the brick back here? This is a little suspect. These bricks here. Why is it so cooked on the outside when you're supposed to be cooking right over here? This is what we see in the so-called mountains. Here's your lines, your sedimentary lines, turning to rock, hashing up, crystallizing. Spent all this money covering this thing for what? For brick? It's all destroyed and they're covering it. Just the melting through here. You can see it. Man, this thing was like 40 brick, 30 brick deep, just on one wall here. Kudos to all the donkeys and carts out there Great job. Got this loner over here. What happened here? How did it really do this? This was all brick. It flooded out. Look over here. Look what the brick's done. It's changed into this mess. This was all brick, mortar. Look at this guy here. What's going on? This whole part flooded out. Where's all this brick? More than likely, it's all right here. Fried? You can see it here. Look at this melt. It's coming down through this metal. This was probably 90 degrees to this wall here. And this is all just flowing down. So what's this mound over here? Bricks. I would assume it's like this mound. Picture from the top. Look at the colors. You've got this gray, almost black. Goes to red, to this yellow, green. This whole place was brick. The trails around it, the hills, it was all this. You've got this flow right here. Look at this burnout right here. Just flooded out on both sides. Look at this. We got behind it. And this is all brick. These walls and corners, and they're all 30 to 40 brick deep. That's what this was. But that's just what's left over. This was all brick to me. It's all structure. I mean, what's going on here, really? What was this place? This whole thing was a structure, brick structure. Dirt included. We're supposed to be cooking in here, right? So why, when I go on the outside of the supposed cooker, is it look just totally melted? Just a question. Trying to make sense of your stupid narrative. Okay, cooking in here, really super melted out here. Okay, and then over here, a little bit this way. Why aren't we looking like that down this way? Just like over here. Okay. We have stamp bricks, of course, everywhere. Just the obvious changing state of matter is just, it's crazy. This isn't normal. We can't do this today. You can't build this thing like they say and recreate this. A little scorcher over here. This is an example of what they call mud bricks. But it's a furnace, supposedly. If this was in Iraq, it would probably be some kind of mud brick mini complex that aliens brought. Aliens brought the mortar. Yeah. It's probably a good sign when you're looking for melted bricks and you run into this guy Yoakum, aka the Tartary Meltdown, his lovely wife Lindsay. Probably in the right spot, and then you get to hang out for a while. Sometimes I think back and wonder how did I get here? How am I the one with many others now seeing this stuff? All the truth, conspiracy stuff through the years and led me to here. Whenever you start seeking truth, the main goal is to try to disprove what you're seeing or what you think you're seeing. I think back when I first started doing this, all I wanted to do was open people's eyes. It was incredible what I was seeing and what other people were seeing at the time. Now it's more of, I just want to support the people that are doing it now. One thing's for sure, I know we're all on the same team. We're all trying to get in the same place. Everything is a lie. Everything is bullshit. It's a great spot to be in right now. We're going to change things. One thing's for sure, you cannot deny what's going on here. All these bricks melted, destroyed, different colors. None of it makes sense with any of the narratives. None of it. Donkeys and carts. It's all just stupid. Narratives put on this realm to confuse us all. It's comical. The evidence is so overwhelming. Just sitting back and watching everybody putting out incredible evidence. Thanks everybody so much for doing what you do, and make sure you share everything. Being able to think for yourself literally changes everything. Much love. Go through a few pics of what was around this supposed furnace, all behind it on the trails. This kind of stuff right here. Just amazing stuff. It's really flat here. A little bit of red all over. And then it kind of 90 degrees here, crystallizing. Whoa, buddy. Definitely well done. Cooked. You can see it glassing up here. It's classy. This is classy. Nice sunlight shot. Yoakum in the background there, checking some meltage out. You got green, and it turns almost bluish green here, then down to gray. Black and looks like possibly a different material, maybe here and here. Stuff's real thin right here. Look at this stuff. It's almost glass.